So here we are with the bZ4x. Comes in 3 different trims in Ireland and comes in a front-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive version. Today we're in the middle trim and in the front-wheel drive version. Obviously a sister car to the Subaru Solterra, and we already have that review up on the channel, but we'll start at the front and work our way back. Got the Toyota Badgin and very much that hammerhead shark front, very RAV4, but also very Toyota as well. Got some matte black plastic at the top of the bonnet. You've got this really nice slim headlights, LED, some gloss black in underneath, and then some battery coolant in underneath here as well. You've got some air curtains along the side, just to help with aero. I like the look of it. There is some controversy with regards to this black cladding that goes all the way around the wheel arch and up in the front corner. 18-inch wheels. You've got some electric monikers on the side. It's going to start to rain here now, so trying to catch this before it actually rains. Here's your charging on the slide. AC is 6.6 kilowatt and up to 11 kilowatt, optional in certain markets, and then DC up to 145. So 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. Some nice creases down here. Again, very Toyota. And then you've got that nice matte black in underneath, just to give that bit of a, it doesn't look as high, but it is a typical SUV kind of look. Gloss black wing mirrors. You've got your matte black B-pillar. No sunroof on this one. Shark fin aerial. And then down along the back you have your brake lights. Interesting design size of things. And that's a coast-to-coast light bar, which we didn't get in the Subaru. You can see those spoilers here. They're split very like the Volvo, very much like the Lotus Electra as well. Power tail lift. 465 litres, so very good size boot. And the fact that it's a hatch, you've got that great size opening as well. And you've got a bit of storage in underneath for your charging cable. Yeah, 60-40 split, 40-60. Let me know in the comments what you think of the styling. Starting to see more and more of them on the road, and starting to see them, a lot of them as taxis. Actually, a lot of Toyota taxi drivers are liking what they see here with the Toyota bZ4x. And so that BZ Beyond Zero is going to be their EV moniker. That's twice I've said moniker. Some gloss black here, and you've got your center locking, window lock, automatic, side mirrors, adjustment, and then all your buttons for. And you can see that similar design language for the rear taillight. Got some space in underneath here. The BZ or bZ if you're watching this in North America. Sill plate, mats, electronically adjusted and lumbar support. And then you've got your tailgate button and your automatic headlights. Little card holder down here as well, and the ability to release the bonnet. Let me pull that twice so that I'm not. And so then, what's in underneath here then? Because there isn't a frunk, I'm pretty sure. Now, oh yeah, some good space. Could you get an aftermarket one in there? Probably not. Maybe it's up there towards the front. Good big heavy bonnet. And so, that's the door, and the seats are nice. Nicely sculpted. Large steering wheel column. And then you've got the driver binnacle way up at the front there. So let's have a little look at that. Close the door. On left hand side is your lights on automatic mode. Right hand side is wipers automatic mode as well. And then lots of, on the steering wheel, lots of buttons. Left hand side is phone, back, menu selection, audio, volume up and down. And right hand side then is your cruise control, lane keep assist, your different modes. Steering wheel is reach and rake. It says press brake pedal and push the power button to start. Power button is down here. You've got your odo and your trip and your display up here over your left knee. There you can see the actual driver display. And we're at 58% battery, 179. So even though WLTP says up to 500 kilometers, you're probably floating between the 300 and 350. So not the most efficient in the world, don't get me wrong. It's a 64 kilowatt hour battery. It's 12 degrees outside. This press car has done 7,500 kilometers. And so interesting design here. You've got this fabric and it goes all the way across here. It is actual fabric. You can see it rolling up there. No glove box. And we had this before on the channel 2 years ago when I saw it at the NADA show in North America. It was a static. It was the next trim up. 12.3 inch screen. There isn't Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It's not bad. It's responsive enough. You've got your radios, you've got your phone, you've got your car settings. So trip info is what I was looking for. And so trip range 179, and then history, what was I getting? 21.1 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometer latest. Previous best 15. Very good, whoever was doing that. So around town, that just shows you're getting over 400 kilometers. You can update and clear the data there. So that's good going. It's passenger and driver seats, and they're automatically heated as well. So you can have 3-stage, 2, 1, or auto. And you can see it also has 2-stage automatic. If you want it, the steering wheel as well. Dual zone climate control. What other have we got in here? Web browser. It's not a lot going on in the menu. Car multimedia, etc., etc. You've got all these are all touch, but the actual moving of the buttons, increasing or decreasing of the fan, and where that goes is all on an actual physical button there. You've got your aircon in underneath, your hazard lights, the power button we've already talked about, and then you've got it's glass black central down here. You have your eco mode, your snow mode, traction control off, electronic handbrake, automatic handbrake, and then your one pedal driving. This is your handbrake button in here, and then to select which way you go, drive mode, reverse, there's your reversing camera, and then push for neutral. You can see neutral lighting up there, and over, down and over for drive, and then back to park. Behind that then you've got your phone holder, and it's Qi wireless charging. My phone just about fits in, and then it's kind of like got a way of seeing the phone without seeing the phone. It's like a little mesh, so really to stop distraction. Behind that then you've got your 2 cup holders, and then you've got your armrest, lots of space in underneath here. That's a box, and then there's more space in underneath there. So plenty of space, and then because there isn't a glove box, it's all in underneath here. You've got your 12 volt down there, and then you've got your USB Type-C on that side. If I'm not mistaken, you have it on this side as well. Yeah, you can see it down there. This is where they have the manual. So there is space in underneath there, just not covered space. Up in the head unit, you have all your lights. You've got your sensor for on/off, large rear view mirror, and your ability. You can put your charging card in there, and the ability then to lights on or off. And over on the other side, it's the exact same. Yeah, nice seats are comfortable, and the fact that they're automatically heated to a level that it thinks suits you. Yeah, good. Doesn't have the pano sunroof. The one I have in the other video I have on my channel has the pano sunroof, and it has that supporting bar across the middle. That seat is set for me. I'm 188 centimeters, 6'2". We can scoot into the back. We're in park. I wonder will it start beeping at me now. So you can see on the back we just have our door control, again gloss black, some dual pockets down in underneath here. It looks like there's 2 isofix in the rear, and a nice armrest. Yeah, nearly a flat floor, small bit of a lump, bit darker in the back here. You've got your 2 USB Type-Cs, your dual vents, but that's controlled from the front with regards to temperature. Now, let's see, open the door, so here we go. So we can, my feet can kind of go in underneath. There's a bit of room, there's a couple of centimeters there. Is there a lot of thigh support? Not great, because the battery's in underneath. Not bad though. And then you've got 3 headrests. Let me spin around so you can see what that looks like. Yeah, at the very back. Got the headrest up. Little dinky headrest actually. Couple of centimeters, maybe a centimeter or 2. And you've got a little quarter light here then behind that actual mirror. So this dark trim, you can get it in a light trim as well. The dark trim is without that pano sunroof. It is a bit on the dark side. There's the dash there now, as you can see it. Starting to see, as I said, starting to see more and more of them as taxis and more of them on the road just as regular consumers start to buy them, let's head out for a drive. Nevo's thrilled to announce that we're launching Ireland's first ever electric vehicle show in partnership with Bank of Ireland on Saturday the 17th of February 2024 in the RDS in Dublin. On the day, view more than 20 EV manufacturer brands showcasing their latest models and technology, chat to industry experts from finance, insurance, home and public charging, alternative e-mobility solutions and much, much more. Whether you're looking to make the switch now or starting to think about driving electric, we'll help you make the right decision. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. What's it like driving the Toyota bZ4x? Typical key, but it's keyless entry, keyless start. It's got the push button on it. You have, it's a nice seating position. The seats are actually fairly comfortable. Down and turn for drive, the doors automatically lock. This seat, because I'm 188 centimeters, I've set the steering wheel correctly. We can turn off heated seats and heated steering wheel now that we've done the demonstration. And I can see the binnacle. Don't know why they didn't go with a head-up display, but hey ho, and away we go. Automatic hold has to be put on every time the car is started. Very smooth. It's heavy. You can feel that it's heavy though. Again, very much like the Solterra. Whereas the Solterra, because it's all-wheel drive all the time, you have to spec the all-wheel drive version on this. Yeah. There's a bit of weight to this accelerator pedal. Steering wheel is nicely weighted as well. We go one pedal drive. Is it complete one pedal drive? I can't remember. We'll try now coming up to this junction. It's not. It's like a two-stage. No, it's not. It's just like a two-stage regeneration on it. It's a nice cabin. There's a lot of buttons anyway. There's probably a bit too much gloss black plastic for me. But I'm interested to see what they're going to start bringing out, because if you didn't want this size, they have the concept urban SUV that was released a couple of weeks ago, months ago now at this stage. Just that bit smaller, more of a CHR kind of a shape. All I want is more electric vehicles from Toyota. People who want to go full electric, Toyota just give them the choice. That's all I want. One thing that's missing on the bZ4X, on this trim anyway, is blind spot monitoring, and I would like that. Good size wing mirrors, don't get me wrong, and visibility is decent all the way around. There's a good size, because those rear headrests are dinky. So visibility is good. Small bit of road noise coming in there actually as the car passes by. I don't think it's acoustic glass. No, it's not. How far down does the rear windows go? All the way. Good job, Toyota. I didn't check that when I was in the back. So decent sized boot, good space in the back. Yeah, like it's a nice package. It's just the range and the efficiency that's letting it down, really. But if you're a die-hard Toyota fan and you want something that's fully electric, not a bad first attempt from Toyota. They have a huge history with the Prius. Very similar to that Nissan side of things with the Leaf. Obviously, Prius wasn't full electric, but in the sense of that, as a Japanese car maker and a global leader in manufacturing of vehicles, they had a huge lead and they did huge start on everybody else, but just didn't take that on to the next step. And now Toyota have overtaken them as the Toyota Model Y for the Corolla or the Camry is now the best-selling vehicle in the world. So what I hope doesn't happen is that Toyota get left behind. I know they're talking about solid-state batteries and all that kind of stuff, but all I want to see is actual vehicles on the ground. I want to see that urban SUV. I want to see more fully electric Prius, beautiful looking. And it does come in a plug-in hybrid. I hope they can sell some of them, but if it was in a full electric, that size, that small, smaller hatch. Suspension is on the firmer side. Just going over some bumps and speed bumps there. And I think it's just set up because of the weight. But it feels substantial on the road. It is a large SUV. That two-stage regenerative braking is lovely. And brakes are decent too. Yeah, as I said, I've gotten a couple of these as taxis. On some of the taxi apps, you can select electric only, and I'm seeing a lot more of them around. Not so many as a passenger regular Joe Public car, there's a lot of competition in the space. And that's what Toyota have to just watch out for, because if somebody does want to go electric and the bZ4X doesn't suit them, there isn't another option within the Toyota portfolio. Smaller, bigger range, whatever it may be. And you can see other manufacturers starting to fill those gaps within their product lineup for fully electric. Yeah, it's firm on the road in a good way. It feels heavy. I'll put the weight on the bottom of the screen as to what the weight of the actual vehicle is. And just potentially that 64 kilowatt hour battery just isn't enough. And you can see what the likes of the Germans with the Volkswagen ID.7, for this size SUV, they've gone with a 77 kilowatt hour battery. Potentially that's what Toyota need to put into them, just to, if they're not going to be as efficient, you have to put the bigger battery in just to get that range. And people want that 400, 450 kind of range. Like Ireland, we're not that, it's not that tall, not that wide. So you know, that's what people are looking for. Rightly or wrongly, that's what people are looking for. With the motorway servicing, with the motorway service station, trunk road, motorway charging hubs, even like there's a new one on my way home to Balmullet now in Charlestown, and it's 4 by 150 kilowatts. It's just perfect. I know if I stop there, there's multiple units, they're fast, high powered, and I can give it myself a dash before I get to Balmullet. Now, Balmullet Mayo is starting to get very well covered with 50 kilowatts and 75 kilowatts around the place, but just that 150 is just in, out. There's some food there as well, restroom facilities. The Plaza Group know what they're doing with the partnerships that they're putting with the other charge point operators. And with that Charlestown stop, it's N17 north-south and that N5 east-west. It's a good crossing point for the west of Ireland. And I was there a couple of times, and I had been there a couple of times as of late. But just travelling up and down. Let me know what you think in the comments about the Toyota bZ4X. Is it on your shopping list? Did you go for one? I always like to hear from owners as to what they feel and how they are managing with it. Hopefully you've enjoyed that review and drive of the Toyota bZ4X. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like the video, share it, and comment and let me know what you think. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video too.